Want to learn amigurumi from scratch? By the end of this video, you'll master all the basic skills, and as a bonus, you'll crochet your very first toy keychain. Let's start with a slip knot. Place the yarn over your index finger. Insert the hook under the yarn and twist it a full 360 degrees. Now pinch the twist with your fingers so it doesn't unravel. Then yarn over and pull through the loop on your hook. Pull the short tail to tighten. Now chain 2. These 2 chains will replace the magic ring. I am using a second hook to show you exactly where to insert your hook. We will work all single crochets into this specific stitch. It is the second chain from the hook. Now let's make our first single crochet. Insert your hook into the stitch. Yarn over, grab the yarn from below and pull it through. You now have 2 loops on your hook. Yarn over again and pull through both loops. This is your first single crochet. Now make 5 more single crochets into the same stitch for a total of 6. Did you know that the single crochet is the most important stitch in amigurumi? About 99% of your toys will be made using just this one stitch. So this is a great time to watch closely and practice. Don't worry if it feels a little tricky to hold your work right now. The first round is always the hardest because the piece is so small. If you feel confident, use the time codes below to skip to the next step. Now, let's learn how to count our stitches. Look at the edge of your work. Each stitch looks like a little letter V. I am using a needle to point them out. Every stitch is made of 2 loops. The front loop, which is closest to you, and the back loop, which is further away. It is very important to recognize these V-shapes so you know exactly where to insert your hook next. Next, I am placing a stitch marker into the last stitch of the round. Why do we put it in the last stitch? Because amigurumi is worked in a spiral, and this makes it much easier to keep track of your rounds. When you reach the marker again, you know you have finished the round. If you don't have a stitch marker, you can use a safety pin or a piece of your contrasting yarn to mark your last stitch. Now, let's learn how to make an increase. An increase simply means making 2 single crochets into the exact same stitch. Insert your hook into the first stitch and make 1 single crochet. Then insert your hook right back into the very same stitch and make a second single crochet. That is one increase. We will make one increase in each stitch around, doing this 6 times in total. If you understand the principle, you can finish this round on your own and use the time codes below to skip to the next round. Now we have reached the last stitch of the round, where our marker is. What is our next step? First, remove the marker. Then make your final increase. 2 single crochets into the exact stitch. After you finish the increase, put your marker right back into the very last stitch you just made. And that's it, our second round is complete. For round 3, we will make 1 single crochet in the first stitch and 1 increase in the next stitch. Repeat this pattern of 1 single crochet and 1 increase all the way around. At the end of this round, you should have 18 stitches in total. And please don't forget to move your stitch marker to the last stitch so you don't get lost. Let's move on to round 4. This time make 1 single crochet in each of the first 2 stitches and then make an increase in the third stitch. Repeat this sequence 2 single crochets, then increase 6 times around. By the end of this round, you will have 24 stitches. Don't forget to count your width and move your stitch marker. For the next 4 rounds, rounds 5 through 8, we will simply make 1 single crochet in each stitch around. That is 24 stitches per round without increases. This is a perfect chance to practice your single crochets. Remember to move your stitch marker to the last stitch at the end of every round. As you crochet without increases, your piece will start curling into a little ball. This is completely normal, but right now it is very important to flip the piece right side out. We always want to crochet on the right side, keeping the pretty V-shaped stitches on the outside. I have finished my 4 rounds of camera. Let's take a look. Your piece should look like a cute little cup or half sphere right now. This means you have completed 8 rounds in total and have 24 stitches around. If your work looks like this, you are doing an amazing job. Now let's attach the eyes. Count down from the top and place them between rounds 6 and 7, leaving about 5 stitches between them. I am using a special trick to secure them. instead of using regular bags. I carefully melt the plastic stem with a lighter. Please be careful here. Here is a pro hack. Press the aim firmly into the fabric from the outside and then flatten the melted stem with the back of your crochet hook. This way the eye sits tight and won't wobble at all. I decided to leave this part of the video in real time without any cuts so you can clearly see the whole process and understand exactly how I attach these eyes. Now it is time to make our sphere smaller. We will use the invisible decrease method. First, make 2 single crochets. For the decrease, insert your hook into the front loop of the next stitch and then immediately into the front loop of the stitch after that. Yarn over and pull through both front loops. Then finish your single crochet. Repeat this pattern 2 single crochets and 1 decrease 6 times around. You will have 18 stitches left. In round 10, the pattern is 1 single crochet followed by 1 invisible decrease. Repeat this sequence 6 times around. Here is a quick pro tip to check your work. When you follow a repeating pattern like this, the very last stitch of the round will always end on an increase or a decrease. So for this round, your last stitch must be a decrease. You will end up with 12 stitches. Before the hole gets too small, we need to stuff our moon. First, pull your working loop or use a stitch marker so your work doesn't unravel. Here are my secrets for a perfect shape. Never put all the stuffing in at once. Pull it apart into smaller pieces. This prevents lumps. Push the stuffing towards the sides first to shape the sphere nicely, and then fill the center. Make it firm but don't overstuff or your stitches will stretch. Now for our final round, round 11. We will make 6 invisible decreases in a row. It can be a little tricky because the piece is tough, so take your time. Push the stuffing down with your finger as you crochet so it does not get caught in your yarn. After your last decrease, you can take out your stitch marker. We won't needle it anymore. After your 6 decreases, you will have a very tiny hole left. Give your moon a little squeeze. If it feels a bit soft or empty, this is your last chance to add more stuffing. A great trick is to use the back of your crochet hook, a wooden stick, or even tweezers to gently push tiny pieces of stuffing inside. This will give you a perfectly firm and round shape. Next, simply cut the yarn, leaving a long tail so we can close the hole. Now, pull that yarn tail completely through your last loop to secure it. This will lock the stitch and prevent your work from unraveling. Thread your yarn tail onto a needle to close the little hole perfectly flat. We will pick up the front loops only of all 6 remaining stitches. Once you have gone through all 6 stitches, gently pull the yarn tight and watch the hole magically close. To secure the yarn without making a knot, just insert your needle right into the center and bring it out anywhere on the piece. Pass the needle through the stuffing a few times in different directions. The stuffing will grab the yarn and hold it securely. Then simply cut the extra yarn. Now, the very last step. We are going to attach the keychain ring to the top of our moon to finish the project. And that's it, our cute moon keychain is ready. Congratulations on finishing this masterclass. This simple sphere is the foundation on all amigurumi. Once you master these basic stitches and techniques, you will be able to crochet 99% of all the toys out there. Thank you so much for watching and happy crocheting!